Let's get going, Brooklyn Nets.
Hyatt and David Aldridge is standing by for
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. He's out there with Durant. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Luwawu, and it's Claxton in at the 4. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Now Thybulle. Now the pass to Embiid. Simmons against Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thybulle can't get it to go. Here's Luwawu. Guarded by Simmons. And it's blocked by Simmons. And they get it back. Durant against Green. Durant, the pass to Harden. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Now here's Simmons. Can't throw it down with one hand. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden's got the ball. No good on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Here's Harris. Embiid. A rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses.
Oh! Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Now here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Harden with it. Defended by Thybulle. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. You keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Simmons. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's good. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Here is Harden. 6 points for him. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Korkmaz in for Harris. Irving passes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Back to Howard. Griffin grabs the board.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Simmons looking around. Great D that time from Green.
He just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Harris outside. Irving up top. He's guarded by Hill. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in. Simmons got 8 points.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everybody.
The deep three from Irving. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
With the aggression they're showing early on, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Curry is out there with Maxey. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz at the 3. Scotty's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Maxey. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from the wing. That one no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Howard, the pass to Milton. Great D that time from Durant. Nets leading by 5. Brown dishes to Griffin. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And for the 76ers, they're shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Now here's Brown. Durant, no good. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pulls up, high post, tips it, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got his first bucket in this one.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Griffin finds Durant. over Milton. Durant feeling it out a bit. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know, he's a good guy to have running that particular set. I mean, Durant is not a guy who makes a lot of mistakes in the pick and roll.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Kevin Durant. Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving against Curry. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. Pass to Claxton. Harden kicks to Irving. Here's Harris. Pass to Irving. Tries yet again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Irving's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now, here's Thibault. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Green finds Thibault. Out left to the wing. Embiid inside, guarded by Harris. Bucket is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here is Irving. 56 seconds left in the first half. And that one, good. Irving's got his second bucket.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Harden against Curry. Kicks it to Embiid. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Embiid's got 6 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the middle. It's stolen by Green. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Here's Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now, here is Harden, defended by Thibault. Harden outside, and it's good, 2 points. 10 points for him.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Luwawu is out there with Green, and it's Durant. Then there's Brown, and it's Griffin in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Brown. Durant, the pass to Jordan. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Boy, I tell you what, the defender did a good job trying to challenge that shot, but Jordan's strength caused him to create the foul.
You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
it. You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pops it up for Jordan. Up again. And Embiid pulls it down. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point game. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
For 3, Durant tipped away. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Maxey's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Korkmaz.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
The 76ers trail by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Durant. Nets leading by 4. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Hill passes to Maxey. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Hill maintaining his balance there. That's a tough and one finish by the fundamentally sound guard.
The 76ers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
1:32 left here in the third quarter. Irving against Hill. Howard trying to free himself up. Here's Griffin. Pass to Irving. Over Hill. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got 8 points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Maxey, and he banks in the layup. Maxey's got his first points of the game.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Outside Irving. 44 seconds left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Hill. Here we go, one-on-one. Tolliver dishes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Irving looking for an opening. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Korkmaz. To the inside. Here's Tolliver. It's off.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the...
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets out in front, leading by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Scott. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Harden left side. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Trailing by 5. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from KD. Here's Luwawu. The putback. They get it back. Back to Jordan. To the paint. Claxton the pass to Durant. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
And the pass to KD. And KD throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
Harden the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. And he makes that one.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, Simmons. He kicks it to Harris. From deep. And the 76ers get it back. Thibault on the wing. Fires for 3. They shoot again. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Thibault. Launches a 3. A new 14 for the 76ers. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 5.
2 minutes.
Green, the pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Harden outside. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Harden with the stuff.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Outside, Simmons. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. Misses in close. Here's Harden, and it's blocked. And now Philadelphia on the break. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're in front by 3. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Howard in the post. KD's on him. Nice defense from KD.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Harden against Harris. Harden dishes to Irving. On the top of the key. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And here is Simmons. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Outside Irving. From downtown, rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
And so it's Brooklyn who's... David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And the starting lineups have concluded. So just Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the center. And for Brooklyn, they've got Luwawu. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. So the Bucks win the tip. Here's Holiday. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor. And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Harden surveying the D. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here is Harden. Here's Luwawu, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Portis kicks to DiVincenzo. KD against Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is Harden. That one doesn't go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Luwawu. Back to Harden. And he gets it to go.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Middleton against Green. Middleton outside. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Middleton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Holiday. The lead is 2. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Harris comes in for Green. Brownie's checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Antetokounmpo, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Irving. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
Teague the pass to Lopez. Now Tucker. And it's Connaughton atop the key. Outside Teague. Off target from outside. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 2. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Now here's Teague. There's the pass to Tucker. Here's Norrell. Lopez outside. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Norrell. A rebound by the Nets.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Griffin passes to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Teague covering. Teague against Irving. So they take the lead.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
Teague, the pass to Lopez.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Lopez.
Well, Brook Lopez, such a versatile scorer. He's got great low post moves. He can also step away and face up and make jump shots. Very difficult bind for the defenders.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And this is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
We've got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Harris is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Brown. Here's KD. A putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo can't hit it. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Bobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And that is a shot that Green knocks down consistently. The defense has to try harder to contest him from there.
And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes of Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Now here is Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Luwawu. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's an 8-point Nets lead.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Pass to Lopez. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Outside Irving. 1:16 left in the first half of the game. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Nets lead by 12.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Teague. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Claxton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
James Harden. He's checked in for Irving. Bryn Forbes. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Jeff Teague. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Passes it to Forbes. Holiday looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lopez. Banked in off the glass.
You're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
And here's Harden. 8 points for him. Count the bucket, and he's got a, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's...
And so it's Brooklyn up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never put themselves in too much. And that's...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the center position. For three, Middleton. Harden grabs the miss. Nets leading by 14. Left block shot on the way. They kick it out to Green. Back to KD. It's deflected and stolen by DiVincenzo. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
The pass to Jordan. Here's Llewellyn. Harden against DiVincenzo.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Outside Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Antetokounmpo against Durant. Not going to go that time.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Timeout.
Holiday's got his first points in this one.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. that wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. A shot by Middleton, wide open. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Goes up, and slam dunk by Harris.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
DiVincenzo against Brown. Pass to Tucker. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. Pass to Lopez. Shoots over Griffin. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's DiVincenzo, and the basket is good. DiVincenzo's got 7.
This is what we call highly efficient play, working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And now we've got the intentional foul. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Timeout called the Nets.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in. .110 left to play in the third. That one goes in. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And the shot goes in.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
Irving passes to Claxton. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. They get it again. Outside Teague. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. Irving attacking. The shot's good. Brown making the play. He's got 12.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And so it's Brooklyn holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Bucks trail by 18. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5. And Tucker kicks to Holiday. Tucker with the ball. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Here's Harris. KD on the wing. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Shoots from the baseline. They get it back. Doesn't go that time. And stolen by Jordan. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Now Kevin Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Nets leading by 18. It's Durant on the wing. Guarded by Tucker. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Nets passing it around. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lays it up and banks it in.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Now here's Harden. The feed to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Harden against Holiday. He kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Over Harden. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Here's Antetokounmpo. Jordan with the rebound.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
2 minutes.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by KD. Back to DiVincenzo.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Brooklyn.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Durant. Landry Shamet comes in for Jeff Green. Johnson, he's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. DiVincenzo finds Portis. No good from 11 feet. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Outside Irving. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From deep three-point range. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Middleton. Shamet with the steal. Jordan with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Pass to Shamet. Johnson dishes to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Johnson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. We've got Bogdanovich. Tony Snell is out there with John Collins. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center. Collins kicks to Young. Hawks passing it around. 6 to shoot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Irving after the made shot from John Collins. Yep, that one goes.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young looking around. Collins. He can't hit that time. Durant with some nice D. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Irving's got the ball, and it goes down 2 points.
Out in transition, Kyrie finds his spot down the court. Finishes the job.
Young outside. Pass to Capella. Count it. Good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Young pass to Bogdanovich. And Young, here we go. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And it's Gallinari in for John Collins. Gallinari finds Williams. To the middle, here's Okongwu. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Irving against Williams. Out to Harris from the arc. Whoops, they pick off the pass. The finish. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Bang, bang. Huerter doing it all himself. Everyone else just spectating.
Irving drives in. It's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Back to Harris. On the wing, Irving.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Gallinari. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Here's the thing. Gallinari's a tricky cover. 1 year, he went to the line more than 8 times a game. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
On the wing, Harris. And the pass to Irving. To halt the run. And the layup is good. Irving's got 8 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Passes it to Huerter. Okongwu with it. Griffin's there. Huerter passes to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Nets trail by 6. Harris drives in. Nifty move. Excellent D there from Williams.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The size of the backcourt, it's such an advantage. Kevin Huerter is 6'6" with a long frame.
Brooklyn making some changes. Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dunn, he's checked in for Lou Williams.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Gallinari. Green with the rebound.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And Brown drops them both. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And so in the game for the Hawks, John Collins is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Dunn, and it's Young in at the point guard position. Brown outside. Inside. Here's Harden. Finds net with the inside leaner. Harden's got his first 2 points.
I'm not sure why he didn't take more time to square himself up, given the space he had, but he still got the shot to go anyways.
Here's Young. Drops in the layup for 2.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Johnson in for Brown. Tony Snell's checked in for the Hawks. Pass to Luwawu. Now Griffin. Capella covering. Nets passing it around. Pass to Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
Dunn dishes to Collins. Kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
And finished off by Collins.
John Collins is terrific in transition. Consistently beats opponents up and down the floor.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The Hawks leading by 5. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Herter. Finished off the break. Herter's got 5 now.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Here's the pass to Luwawu. Shot clock at 6. Harden with it. Williams picks him up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing. Hustle. Blake just outworking everyone to the ball.
Williams with the ball. And he comes up with the deuce.
Timeout.
And the Hawks lead by 7.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Outside Irving. And it's good off the back rim and in. 10 points for him.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
And it's blocked by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Hurt. He's covered by Irving. Nets trail by 3. The dish now to KD. Good. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you what, Durant takes a lot of contact inside. Defenders try to muscle him, but it doesn't matter.
Williams passes to Okongwu. Here's Hurt. He's covered by Irving. Count it. Herter's got 7 points.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Irving kicks to Shannon. Outside Jordan. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. So for the Hawks. Atlanta leading by 3. Young right side. It's Young on the wing. Here's Snell, guarded by Harris, Capella, and Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capability.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And that'll do it for the first half of
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving at the 2 spot. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And here's Young. In the corner, Snell with it. Back to Young. To the inside. Jordan against Capella. That one's not going to go. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
James Harden at the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 1-point game. To the paint and stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break, Irving with the ball, and KD throws it down.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Young outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Young outside. To the middle. Capella kicks to Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 8 points for Trae Young.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Williams, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Young. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Dunn. Williams attacking. Here's Okongwu. Here's Huerter, guarded by Harden. Okongwu tips it back in.
Timeout.
And now it's a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Timeout called the Nets. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Down low and stolen by Williams. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Here's Huerter. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Durant. Brown down low. Working on Collins. And it's Brown missing.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And then Durant with the dunk.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard. Hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
Williams against KD. Williams passes to Okongwu. And the layup's good off the glass. Okongwu's now got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
44 seconds left in the third. Here's KD. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's Gallinari in for Tony Snell.
And the length of Durant, he's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Capella kicks to Gallinari. Up and in on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Physical play by Gallinari. He's added strength throughout the years, and that's made him a difficult matchup.
It's Durant on the wing. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. 3 on 3. Can't connect from short range.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Gallinari. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. The Hawks leading. Young outside. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And with a 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Passes to Capella. Here's Bogdanovich, covered by Irving. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And there it is for him.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Harden left side. Young with the steal. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here's the fast break. Gallinari with the steal. And the foul on Harden. That's his 1st foul. So for the Hawks, John Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Here's Young. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Young outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And they pick up 2. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
The Hawks leading by 3, and that's an intentional foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. Brownie's checked in for Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden. And a change for the Hawks. Herter's checked in. Here's Snell, defended by Durant. 5 on the clock. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Brown. That shot is off. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's Herter. Takes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Herter taking big shots.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 5. 1:52 left in the game. Present our New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Jeff Green. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Johnson. Young outside. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter.
Fearless attacking the heart of that defense. Young is willing to take punishment to get his point.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Here's Harden. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young outside. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Young outside. Over Harden. Here's Capella. Here's Young. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. to Capella, and Jordan sends it back. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. It falls!
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
Now Young. Feeds it to Capella. And Durant sends it back. They get it back. Throws the shot out of this area code. Blocked and recovered. What a nice play. And so it's Brooklyn who's straight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. A confident and well-dressed group of 76ers making their way to the locker room. And let's go straight.
Hey, Kevin, with the Sixers
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Luwawu. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 3. And for the 76ers, Anthony Tolliver out there with Green. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Simmons. And he makes good on the layup. Simmons got the game going with his first points of the game for the 76ers. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
An athletic big man, when Jordan is driving hard, it puts the D in a tough spot.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
6'10" Simmons. I mean, he has some insane handles. He's phenomenal at creating for himself.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Here's Luwawu. 6 to shoot. Durant, the pass to Claxton. And it falls over the rim and in.
Mr. Everything. Durant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. It's so fun watching him play.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Here's Claxton, and stolen by Simmons. It's tipped and stolen by Jordan. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Thibault. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Danny Green. And the Nets also making a change. Green's checked in. Outside Hill. And Durant sends it back.
Well, you're not going to sneak that shot past Durant, not with the reach that he has.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
It's stolen by Milton. Harden the pass to Durant. Green kicks to Harden. The feed to KD. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Oh, that was something else.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Harden. And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Milton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Stolen by Harden. Simmons against KD. Pass to Luwawu. Back to Durant. Green breaking loose. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Here's Thibault. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Great feed. Simmons, the passing skills of a point. At 6'10", he can see the whole court.
Harden outside. To the paint. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The chemistry Embiid has with his guys. I mean, he seems to know exactly when to go for these alley-oops.
It's Harden with the drive, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one.
Look, he's always a league leader in free throw attempts. I mean, Harden is so shifty, so strong, and he can beat you from any spot on the floor. Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Here's Milton. The long distance three is Barrett. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Korkmaz actually out there with Seth Curry. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Howard in at the 5, home in the paint. Here is Harden following the basket by Dwight Howard. From deep. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in, out to the right wing. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Nets trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fires at the elbow. And the Nets miss again.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And that one's good. Korkmaz.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now Irving launches it. Kept alive. And it's Brown on the follow.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Korkmaz. Yep, that one goes in there.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Irving with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one drops for him.
And Irving is a handful in the pick and roll. He has exceptional quickness, and he's a terrific decision maker.
Pass to Tolliver. And here's Maxey. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Oh my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Outside Irving. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers leading by 10. To the inside. Thibault, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thibault's got his second basket of the game. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. It's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Durant way outside. And the Nets miss again.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. You see a lot of this now.
Now, here's Thibault. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Embiid, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. And it's Brown missing. 1:11 left to play in the first half. Embiid wide open. And the three ball is good. Embiid's got 5 now.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brown kicks to Durant. To end the cold streak, up again, and Griffin stays with it.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
The 76ers leading by 15. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Tolliver the pass to Simmons. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. The deep three from Durant. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Some changes for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Hill in for Anthony Tolliver. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is checked in for Brown. Hill has the open look. They get the rebound. They kick it out to Green. And the shot is long.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and every. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 assist.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the 3 spot.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Nets trail by 12. Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Harris outside. He kicks it to Curry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden, but he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jim, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard, and he makes you pay for sending help.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 9 points.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The pass to Curry. Shot clock at 6. The high post shot. And that one is off. Harden with the defensive effort.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Harris inside. KD's on him. Stolen by Harden. Over Milton. Harden, no good. Philadelphia leading by 11. Harris dishes to Howard. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And then Durant with the dunk.
Getting to the rim and dunking it down, that's the aggressive side of Durant.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tolliver comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's just an athletic, strong big man. It's hard to guard Howard, given how powerful he is.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for Furkan. Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Round the pass to Griffin. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard controlling the defense.
Harris's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 9. Green inside. Guarded by Harris.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. From deep three-point range, Harris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And here now is Thybulle. Tolliver dishes to Simmons. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Outside Irving. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Round kicks to Harris. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Simmons. Joel Embiid out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Up top, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. KD can't get it to go. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
And the three-point bomb.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harden the pass to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Green dishes to Tolliver. Inside, they kick it out to Green. Misses the 3. Nets trail by 18. Now here's Durant. Pass to Luwawu. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. George Hill's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Got a piece of it. Outside, Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Passes it to Luwawu. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Embiid.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Howard's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. Philadelphia leading by 13. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Green. Takes the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. A three from Simmons. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 14-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
A three from Simmons. Rebounded by the Nets. For three. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Jordan. Durant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Now Simmons. On deep. That shot, no good. So the 76ers win it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability. That's a look at our setting tonight. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Claxton in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out. It's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And the dunk by Giannis.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
We're seeing it right before our eyes. The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in. And here's Harden. Harden draws the double to the middle. Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, Kevin Durant, great length and using his advantage on the inside.
And Middleton kicks to Portis. They double him with Jordan to the inside. Here's Harden. It's tipped. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Antetokounmpo finds Portis. He gets it in there.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with
the ball. Harden to pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. It's blocked. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Finishing through contact on the drop.
Giannis left side. It's stolen. It's tipped. First quarter. Portis trying to free him.
Range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Yeah, just constantly attacking.
Bucks trail by 4. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move.
Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's back on Tucker. And it's KD with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Count.
Already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now the back. Vincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Lopez. With it. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Lopez.
Lopez powering through that time.
Now, here is Irving. And he lays it straight in.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. And it's...
Here's Middleton. 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. Passes to DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Nets. And here we go. Brooklyn fed. Irving can't get it to go. Here's Tucker. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
From Lopez spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the underdog label.
When I was
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks terrific first quarter.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes.
Looking who they've got. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at the 2-guard spot. This one on the defense. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one. Yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham? Back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And we're starting the second. Oh, that was something else.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Now, Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. And Luwawu-Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Milwaukee with the ball. 9-point game. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Pass to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Harden against Holiday. And the jam by Harden.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. It's Harden with the drive. That one falls. Harden's got 8 points in the quarter.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Holiday surveying the floor. back at 6. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Misses off the right iron. Nets leading by 8. And KD throws it down.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that. Gets all the way up to the rim for an easy throwdown.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Brooklyn, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Brown outside. The pass to Harris. Left side, Irving. Count that one. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lopez inside, defended by Griffin. Lopez, no luck. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
.50 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Harris. The wide open look here for Lopez. And again, the Bucks miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Back to Giannis. To stop the drought, and the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. James Harden.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the center position. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Bucks trail by 18. DiVincenzo with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Middleton outside. Back to DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Passes it to Claxton. Irving kicks to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now, here is Irving. He's got 10 over Holiday. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Giannis outside. Pass to Portis. Now here's DiVincenzo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Portis.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. Luwawu, the pass to Irving, taken away by Holiday. One-on-one here. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 16. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Durant. And 12 points for Kyrie Irving. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Middleton outside. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got 11 points.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here is Harden. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Tucker the pass to Norham. He feeds it to Lopez. Shoots over Griffin. Lopez, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Griffin finds Harris. Brown outside. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And Brown drops them both. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the dish to Tucker. Down low. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Now Harden. He's got 16. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. The layup off target.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And so it's Brooklyn. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
What's called timeout.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Green. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
Nets leading by 18. And here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Inside, stolen by Durant. The shot's good.
KD defines efficient catch-and-shoot players. Perfectly timed there. Great rhythm off the pass.
Outside Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. That shot missing. Nice D from Durant.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Harden against Holiday. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. T dishes to Antetokounmpo. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. To the paint. Here's Connaughton. Brooklyn with the rebound. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Harden. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jeff Teague. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Harden scanning the floor. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And the pass to Claxton. KD with it. Pulls from the top of the key, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. The shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, cans the shot with nobody near him.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in the rhythm, becomes dangerous.
Outside Durant. 1:22 left to play in the final quarter. From deep three-point range, it doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
And consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Outside, KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. In the corner, Middleton with it from the arc. And a wide open look for Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Harden outside. They need this one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. David, thank you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A great view of our broadcast location. And with pre.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. But it'll be different tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Luwawu. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center filling out the middle. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Young dishes to Hunter. Young inside, guarded by Harden. A nice shot by Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Shots good from Young.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden outside. Jordan against Capella. Kicks it out to Harden. Goes back up, and Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Hawks passing it around. Here's Hunter. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here is Harden. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage. And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Here's Claxton. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harden, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And the comparisons to Steph Curry, it's understandable. Young's shooting ability is off the chart.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Bogdanovich. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Brown in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Now, here is Gallinari. Harden missing his last shot. .124 left here in the opening quarter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Tony Snell. Kyrie Irving is checked in for Brooklyn. And an intentional foul right there. And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. Now Irving. And he banks in the layup.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams passes to Gallinari. Now, here's Okongwu, guarded by Green. Here's Williams. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
Here's Irving. Williams with the block. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okongwu kicks to Williams. And there's the pass to Okongwu. On the wing, Harris lets the three fly. Atlanta with the rebound. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Okongwu's running. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
The deep three from Irving. But they'll get another chance. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the... And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Here's Huerter, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas. That's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
On the wing, and Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 4 this quarter. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kicks, you're right. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn.
That is just grown man, big boy work from Dunn inside. Incredible athleticism really aids him in getting these types of shots.
Down against Irving. It's deflected. And Capella sends it back. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
On the wing, Harris. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brown outside. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Dunn.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
On the wing, Harris. Griffin trying to get open. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Harris.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Back to Dunn. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Capella, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. For the Hawks, Hunter comes in for Tony Snell, and Trae Young subbed in for Dunn. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Harris. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Pass to KD. Back to Brown. There's 57 seconds left here in the second. 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. They grab their own miss. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Never say never with KD. He's fighting hard to protect their possession with a little help from that wingspan that goes on forever.
Young pass to Collins. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Young outside. Beyond the arc. Here's Capella. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Capella's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. So the wing on the left. Here's Luwawu. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the 5. In the corner, it's Hunter. Right wing, back to Bogdanovich. To the left wing, Collins kicks to Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets trail by 11. Here's Durant. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Yeah, you know, at first glance, you might think Durant has trouble finishing through contact, but think again, folks. I mean, you can't measure desire by body type.
Young outside. Outside, Bogdanovich. Out to the wing. And stolen by Jordan.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play you'll remember from this game, clearly.
To the inside. Here's Bogdanovich. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
It's Harden with the drive. Here's KD. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Bogdanovich. Young on the follow. Young's got 10 points in the game.
You know, you love the effort. Forget the size disadvantage. Young's willing to go down there and mix it up.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And they go to the intentional foul. Lou Williams is checked in for Atlanta. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Harris subbed in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Nets trail by 11. Harris passes to Harden. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Young dishes to Hunter. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Capella with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Capella. Okongwu comes in for John Collins. Alinari, he's checked in for Hunter. And Kevin Huerter's subbed in for Young. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident, is very good at the line. When he steps up there, You feel good about it.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden. Gallinari surveying the D. Pass to Okongwu. Three-pointer. And it's Gallinari missing.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Williams. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Down low. Banked in off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Here's Herter. That one good for 2. Herter's got 8 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Harris. Shoots the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Williams looking over the floor. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got 4 points this quarter.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
On the wing, Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Atlanta leading by 7. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in a 2-guard. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. The pass to Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Passes it to Young. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Durant.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. Collins with some nice D.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Hunter kicks to Bogdanovich. Collins passes to Capella, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Harden scanning the floor. It's Durant on the wing, and stolen by Hunter.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. Young outside, inside, poked away. Collins finds Capella. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And now Durant on the floor.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms, he's active with his hands, and that's why he comes up with those steals.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for the Nets, Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Luwawu. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The kick out to Irving. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Pass to Fernando. Back to Williams. Gallinari outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fernando's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
In the corner, Irving with it. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Nobody near Irving, but they get it back. Jordan, count that one.
Well, the paint is Jordan's home turf now. He moves and shoots with real confidence inside.
Williams with the ball. Pass to Herter. Here's Fernando. And Jordan sends it back. And an intentional foul right there. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Irving passes to Harden. Out to Harris. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Harris, and it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Irving. Back to Collins. He feeds it to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Bogdanovich. And Luwawu Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he is unable to get the second one. Nets trail by 10. Here's Luwawu, and it's good for 2.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And so Young nails them both. Now here's Harden. Here's Claxton. That one a little long. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points, and he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella, and that's an intentional foul. And he makes the first.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him.
Bogdanovich.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Outside Irving. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Young nails them both. From deep. He can't get that one. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David.